Hello and welcome to another episode by CDBTC. Today is July 26, 2021. It's Monday, and everybody's very excited about what's going on with the Bitcoin price. So let's talk about that. Let's start with the weekly. So we did have a bullish close on the Bitcoin weekly as Bitcoin had a bullish engulfing candle versus the prior week. The high of the prior week had been at 34.5, and we closed this week's candle at 35.1. So that was a bullish engulfing candle. The only problem is that a lot of the volume was traded on the weekend with low volume. But let's go to the daily and see what's going on. And on this weekly chart, we can clearly see that we're still trading within the range that's between 29,116 and 40,780. So Bitcoin is still trading within this range. As you can see, we've got rejection at the top of the range. We came down to test the bottom. We traded in the middle of the range. Then we tested the bottom of the range again. And today, Monday, price shot up to almost $40,000. And that means that we tested the top of the range again and we were rejected. But let's look at this on the weekly so that we have more details of what we can expect going forward. And if this is bullish or not. Is Bitcoin going to the moon? Well, not so fast, okay? As I said, let's take it day by day. Okay, so let's focus on the daily. As you can see, and as I've said in my prior videos, we had this middle of the range resistance that we had to break. We also had this diagonal support that Bitcoin broke yesterday. This is the daily, remember. So this is Sunday's candle and this is Monday's candle. This opened yesterday, okay? So just as the candle opened, Bitcoin started going up in price. And we crossed this other very, very key diagonal resistance because this line has served as support, then we broke down below it and we had a pretty violent fall. And then it's the area where Bitcoin was also rejected on its prior attempt. This is when we have what we can call a fake out. We also had the diagonal resistance as well as the horizontal resistance, okay? So Bitcoin broke through that sometime during this day and we shot up and we hit this horizontal resistance. So this is not something that we can say that wasn't expected. I expected Bitcoin to get rejected at this level because as we've seen, it's not easy breaking resistances once they form. So it's not easy to break them in the first try. Now, what did happen is that, as I said, RSI was being broken, the RSI resistance was being broken, and that was going to translate into price going up. So this has been a very, very nice trade. Now, what is the next step? What can we expect? And let's go down to the 4-hour for that, okay? Where we can have more detail. So here we can clearly see when Bitcoin broke this diagonal resistance, we started trading up. We can see that we were rejected by this horizontal resistance. Bitcoin came back, gathered strength, and pushed through. And we basically came up to test this next level of horizontal resistance where we were rejected and Bitcoin is correct. In my opinion, Bitcoin may remain bullish if we do not go below $35,000. So Bitcoin may do this, and come down to this area, trade above this, and then try to continue on its path to break this resistance level, but it's not going to be easy. But it doesn't matter if we come down to this level, Bitcoin will remain bullish. If we lose this level, then it's very, very likely that we will come down and retest these other levels once again. So is Bitcoin bullish or bearish? Still too soon to actually say that because we have not broken the trend. We are still, unfortunately, we're still in a downtrend because this is still a lower high. This is still lower than this price. So Bitcoin has not made a higher high versus this one, okay? So we need Bitcoin to come down, make a higher low, and then try to make a new higher high. Yes, this is a higher high than this one. To confirm this trend change, we need to make a second higher high. Second higher high versus this one, and a higher high versus this one, okay? So let's take it step by step, day by day. Now, look at what's happening here. We are retracing in price. This candle is being retraced in price, and we are currently almost ready to go back down below this diagonal resistance. This is not that good. So let's hope that in the next few hours, Bitcoin is able to close above this line, which does not appear here, but it's basically somewhere along those lines, okay? So if Bitcoin can remain above this diagonal resistance, it's going to be bullish. What about Ethereum? Remember our steps, our baby steps, our baby staircase? We make this support, test resistance, we break it, we came above this other resistance. We obviously could not use it as support, and we're falling down. Ethereum is falling down in price, and it's going to come down and retest this area. So if Ethereum can remain above this level of support, it could probably continue to increase in price. Remember, everything's also attached to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is not able to remain above $35,000 here, or remain above this diagonal resistance, is going to pull the rest of the market down. What about the altcoins? The altcoins where, well, the altcoins broke the 200 daily MA, but we were also rejected at this critical level of support and resistance. As you can see here, it served as support here in the past. Support, resistance, resistance. So it's no wonder that it's serving as resistance right now. To remain bullish, we would need the total altcoin market cap to remain above these MAs, okay? And then start to trade like this sideways, or start to trend up. With Bitcoin, one of the positive things that we do have going on is the volume. We're finally getting some volume. This is the daily. As you can see, we've had more volume this past day than what we've had since June 28th. So this is the first time that we've surpassed the previous 27 days. The previous 27 days of volume. This is the highest daily volume we've had in the past 27 days. This candle is not looking very good. It's not looking very healthy, but as you can see, we got rejected at the level of resistance plus the 100 daily MA. Okay, so this is not because Amazon posted that they're really not going to be accepting Bitcoin in the next year. It's just technical. It's just the price action is due to the technical. So this is where it was going to be rejected. It happened. Yes, the Amazon news isn't helpful. So maybe instead of drawing down to here, we drew back a little bit more. But this is a technical rejection. If we correct down to $36,379, that's a 0.38 fib level. That would still put us above our mid-range that we're talking about, the $35,000. Even a 50.50 correction would still keep us above the 35,155, which is the mid-level for the range that we've been talking about. So as long as we remain above that, then Bitcoin has a chance, okay? For now, on the alpha trend, what we can see is that we had a very nice run up. We were getting indicators too long, and now we are getting a temporary reversion signal. So we're just gonna have to watch this before taking further long position. So guys, remember, the key thing here is to take it step by step, day by day. Don't mix short-term holding or positions or investing with short-term movement in the market, because if you combine both, you're gonna get destroyed. Okay, mentally you're not gonna make it. So you got to define your percent. Are you trading short-term, or are you holding for the long term? And don't mix those positions up. Okay guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy everything, and just keep having fun with crypto. Have a nice day.